Hello everybody and welcome to a 4v4 in planetary annihilation. If you were with us last game, it was rather epic. We almost made a excellent comeback from some early game harassment that did tons of damage to our economy. With some good army placement and micro in the later stages of the game, the other team was able to nail down the victory with a final bomber snipe. Even though we had anti-air and engineers surrounding our commander, it turned out to be just not quite enough. With this 4v4, it's looking like
the north is looking pretty nice.
Yeah. Are we all, you all want to spawn there?
Sadly, yes. I would say go spawn everywhere, but none of the other spots have any good metal, so there's no point.
Yeah. It's such a small planet, we want to be all grouped together anyway.
We really need to be the first people to harass this time.
Yeah.
Blake, Judicator and you two want to bot harass? Or we just need one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We haven't spawned yet, have we? Still haven't let me in the damn game. Alright, here we go. Where am I going?
North
Pole?
North Pole. I'm gonna start up at the northeast of it. Lay down 3, I'm gonna try to get into tier 2 as fast as we can.
I got to grab yours and mine.
It's all good.
Which one's mine? Which one's Zombie, I am the one in the north. I think you're controlling mine right now, Zombie.
Alright, who's this commander?
We only have 4 up here.
Zombie
Where's
somehow is in a different place than us. It's alright.
Alright, I'll take the
Oh,
looking one.
he's on the other side of the planet.
Well, I mean...
Can he hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you take the metal to the south and let me get that one that's just to the west? Yeah, excellent.
User joined your channel.
Who's this? Is that Aries? We're doing a YouTube video.
What's up?
Alright. What's up, judicator?
So we're hoping to bring you another epic game and some planetary annihilation. Our team is energydl, zomviefan564, and myself, judicatofgenocide. We're going up against racine, crusaderkvw, and trophy. This time we're gonna try to take the aggressiveness to the opponent, not suffer extreme losses in the beginning of the game via harassment. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up with 4 bot factories and follow it up with energy production. Energydl looks like he's also dropping 4 bot factories for himself. mceldowney is going to go ahead and focus on some economy. He's got his first vehicle factory up.
User left your channel.
And sending out a fabricator to start some metal production. Out of my first bot factory, I'm going ahead and creating 2 fabbers, followed by bots to get the attack underway. You got a scout coming and following those fabbers, Mitch? Looks
Team Zombie
Yeah.
fan has gone air.
Awesome.
Got 3 of their commanders already. It looks like that scout is kind of making them antsy. They're kind of running away from it.
Alright, I'm gonna start a tier 2 factory.
Excellent. Tier 2 going up really early.
Maybe not, I'm gonna
With that,
jump
we
off
should
of it.
be-
There we go. Get back on it.
Trying to keep us positive.
I'm gonna keep cranking out these bot factories then until our economy starts to suffer because of it. Mitch is microing the fabrication vehicles on his tier 2. As you can see up at the top of our screen, our energy is going up and down, and that's because of the micro and the constant energy production coming from energy.
Although it just stopped. Looks like we've gone positive for a second.
With these larger games of 3v3 and 4v4, we're able to go into T2 way earlier, and that early air factory I think is key to discovering the locations of your enemy.
We're still missing one, aren't we? One commander.
And he is building fighters. Excellent. Because the bots early on have no anti-air coverage, unlike the tanks, who really have to go fighters at the same time.
So what's the shortest route to their base? Over the backside of the planet, or should I just cross this?
There's one that's much
Large
closer to us, by the way. Right between us and Zombie. Enemy base. We should really take that out. They are going quick bots as well.
Roger. I'm gonna go ahead and take the first harassment force over there. My commander, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down a couple more energy storage and metal storage since we're so positive. Start creating that bank. And go into a bunch of T1 vehicle factories. Moving out the first harassment force.
They just want to go straight south.
Roger.
Here they come.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to move. I'm gonna move my commander and I'm gonna cancel his queue and bring him in.
See if I can get a couple shellers out.
The next large group of bots that we get spawning, you want to take them and harass the team on the other side of the planet, because we're going to mop these guys up. Their bot harassment force is
They're
not
going around your
half
commander.
as large as ours.
Right
Okay, the
into her.
turret was finished.
Yes.
I intercepted them with the bot force. I'm going to go counter harass. Energy, that large group of bots that's spawning, you want to take it to the other side?
Absolutely. Rooker's in there. I'm gonna send him over to do something.
Did they not notice that tower?
With a little bit of micro, I was able to mop up a nice sized group of ants, taking minimal losses on this bot force headed to the south. Energy's moving out with a group of bots opposite in the direction I'm moving, and we're going to start harassing in both directions. Our metal and energy is still doing extremely well.
Got 2 fabricators coming up.
Alright, let's get into that tier 2 economy. I've ran into a laser tower, but it looks like I'm just going to simply be able to overpower it. I'm doing terrible, terrible damage to their economy at the moment. So this game is going the exact opposite of how last game is. We have the initiative.
Looks as if maybe one of their players crashed.
Right. So my bot harass looks like its usefulness is ended, so I'm going to put them on patrol routes. 2 different patrol routes that cover this whole front of their base, so we will get an advance notice of when they're coming. Coming back to the commander to throw up a bunch of more storage, because we're still just in the positive. It looks like energy is also throwing up storage. Mitch is already working on T2 energy, which is going to jumpstart our economy very soon. I'm going to go ahead and go into
I'm
T.
hitting them pretty good right now.
Awesome. Mitch, can you scope over to that harassment
Couple
for 2 seconds?
too many. They have all their commanders right down here.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Awesome. Out of 2 of my bot factories, I'm canceling the bots and producing workers.
In between
Really,
that
bunch more advanced workers.
energy, did you see all that metal in between the base you just attacked and our base?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have to make sure they don't get that.
Go ahead and try to get ourselves.
Yeah, I'm going over there. The advanced radar up.
Oh, I'm pretty negative.
I'll start taking some fabricators off this T2 bot factory in hopes that it...
You actually just finished it.
Nice.
Get these up here and then this yep.
Got more T2 energy coming up, Mitch?
Yeah. One at a time right now.
So they look like they've started to throw defenses up where energy began the harassment. I got another group of T1 bots coming around for another pass.
I'm gonna send you some backup.
Mitch, you can grab my commander and have him cease building vehicle factories if you need to get more energy resources to get that energy quicker.
Okay. I'll watch this bot harassment.
And they got a...
I put my commander on it too. On the building energy.
There we go. Sit in the plus for a little bit.
Just carving out the heart of their base. I'm gonna try to keep my distance from this commander and do as much damage to their economy as I can.
They're saying shishi.
And sorry this game wasn't as epic as the previous one, guys.
Don't think I was getting any lag here.
No, I wouldn't either. I've destroyed a bunch of vehicle fabricators. He was going up to tier 2 metal and tier 2 energy. He tried to make the jump a little too quick and paid Piper for it. So I'm going to go ahead and shift click these bots so I'm just not microing them. all day long, and I'm just gonna have them go back and forth and harass the outskirts of the space and go back to macro. What are you up to, Energy?
I am building on now. I'm just grabbing all the worthless pride and stuff. I guess positive energy.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab your commander and just spam a bunch of T1 energy.
What did you have him help build the T2s? You can help speed up T2s.
I'm gonna send him over to the T2. Get stuck off this middle storage. Come on.
They do need to fix the commanders getting stuck on things when building them, and when they're not. Especially the metal storage seems to be the things that they get stuck on the most.
Yeah, they always get stuck on the small stuff.
We are pretty positive.
Yeah, we're kicking.
Means I get to watch the commander battle.
Going back over to those tier 1 bots I had on patrol, checking how the harassment's going.
Zombie has a good sized tank for it. It's like they've self-destructed possibly all of theirs. No, not all of them.
Our economy's way too high. We need to start throwing down just a crap ton of T2 buildings. There we go, now it's starting to drop. Our economy's massive. We're just having trouble spending all this money.
Trying to instant build stuff. It usually does it.
We need to spend, spend, spend.
I mean, if we were actually in a good match, this would be a good time to put down catapults.
What I'm doing.
Fine then. What do you think? What's better, lobbers or catapults?
On a mountainous map, lobbers are better. On a flat map like a moon, catapults are way better.
Okay.
Because the lobbers can actually shoot things over mountains, which changes it up.
Did not know that.
Yeah, they can send their projectiles on an arc. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this game now.
I mean, we can just go crush them right now.
Yeah.
This force here is a mixture of T1 and T2 bots. I'm gonna bring it in.
Disgusting.
They'll send in all the tanks with it too. Put them all together in a big group.
As you can see with this game, we were able to stay extremely positive in our economy, which has allowed us to pretty much completely and utterly trump them in size, unit composition, and unit producing structures. And we're just about to go steamroll them and end the game. Factors that led to this domination have been the harassment, of course, that
Voice communication is pretty key. I think that they really need to add some form of it to the game.
Right. And exactly what Energy said, just being able to communicate with your teammates.
And it's much faster than having to look over and read it. You can play while you don't have to make, type back messages and take time doing that. This army that's coming right now is gonna be too much for him.
And I wouldn't even worry about macro Mitch, I'd just go watch the... get
Yeah,
some good
I'm watching the
screenshots.
army come over the moon horizon.
Well, I hope that they separate the ladders.
They're trying to build catapults and going for that first. We can actually whittle down our force.
Right. I hope they separate the ladders between formed teams and random teams. Because I just don't see random teams being able to compete with the formed groups. As you can see, Energy is microing these bots and keeping the distance from the commanders so as to not lose the entire army.
It's just like that.
and then I looked away to go do something else, and then that happened.
Boom. And that is why you want to stay away from commanders. Because in a closer game, that it could allow the enemy to counterattack you after you lose your whole army on one commander.
Lucky for us, there's a second army right behind it.
Yeah. And just more spawning all the time. Good game.
One commander left.
Still one guy trying to fight to the bitter end. An attack coming from both sides, completely sandwiching the enemy. Another key error that the purple team has made is tons of defensive structures with no walls in front of them.
Not just that, they are to the wrong.
Right.
Like one commander. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's in
Bring
between
the
all the...
bot to kill him real quick.
What the hell did they just do?
No micro needed, just straight out macroed them.
Yep. We hit him with everything. Bots, vehicles, and air.
That was a nice explosion.
Good game, guys, and thanks for watching. I don't think we needed to do after action review on that one. It's pretty straightforward. But you can go ahead and watch it through and fast forward, Mitch, if you want.
Nah, I'm good. Ready to play another one.
Cool.
Let's see.